SK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. It's a pivotal day coming up for this player on the team. I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have Rich Beam alongside me. And Rich, what do you think of their chances?
Luke, this player's trailing currently, but let's face it, there's so much golf left to be played. I really think if they stay the course and continue playing the way they are, they've got a great chance of getting a victory here.
Today's promising to be an exciting one. So let's get straight into the action. Henny, how's that ball lying?
This first cut is just lovely. It's almost like fairway. No worries here.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. An eagle putt awaits. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? No, that's too bad. Putting for birdie here. Well, that's a nice way to start, writing a little red number down on the scorecard at the first.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
The leaderboard has them sitting in second place behind Tiger Woods. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Oh, tiny looking shot that.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
That's frustrating. Par putt coming up here. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
How good was that bunker shot? So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
And coming up well short.
Getting ready to play their third. Don't give them praise, just look with admiration. A par putt awaits. Currently 8 under overall. This one's a par 3.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Well played.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
That's disappointing.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Looks good off the blade. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
This is Brooke Henderson. Oh, what a super shot.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Nice out the rough here.
Wonderfully played. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
This is on a stupendous line.
Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Oh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
What an incredible design this is, and it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
And he needs this to save par. Looking good. And down she goes. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Going with the 5-iron here. That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down. It's time to check on the leaderboard. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Teeing off here at the 7th.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful out of the sand. Around 110 yards to go. Just 3 strokes back.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is their look at birdie.
Beautiful shot. Okay, as we move along, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Surely it's going to.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. And after a birdie at the last, they'll take the honor on the hole.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
On a nice line.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Here's Brooke Henderson.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Love the short par fours, Rich. Always an opportunity.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? And that should secure the par on this one. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
That's brilliant out of the sand. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Nicely done. And here we are with the third shot. And only one off the pace here. Oh, almost went in. That's nicely done. A look to get to 13 under par. Ooh, right by the hole. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And after that hole, the standings have this player in second place behind Tiger Woods. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
That was a beauty.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Just couldn't quite get it to drop. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Oh, caught up in some branches. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. It was on a good line. And this one is for bogey. Okay, let's head to the next. He's currently sitting in second. Let's see what happens here at the 14th.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
Time for the second shot at the 14th. Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
That will work. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Opting for the 5-iron. Well struck. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Wow, that one was absolutely lasered. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. This hole is a par 3.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Yep, tracking well.
Oh, that's a good way to end what was a challenging hole.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. This hole is a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. Well played, mate. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Ooh. "11 feet to the cup." Like the look of this one. How did that miss? Putting for bogey here. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She got one back on that last hole.
Now just 1 over par. Oh, what a touch of class. Holes it from the sand. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
This shot from about 190 yards out. 4 shots behind our leader. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Come on, don't be shy.
And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And as this round winds down, he finishes in second place.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.